Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Illusion of Gaia. So, last we left off, we were exploring the water temple and managed to find the first dark space and Freedan. So now it's time to increase our abilities, so to speak. That's the goal for this section. We could go that way, but there's not a lot of reason. Actually, there is now. Let's go finish off an enemy or two. There are 8 left in here. There we go, we latched onto it to get it out the way. Since we have a source of healing, I'm not too afraid of taking damage. As long as we defeat everything in our path, shouldn't have a problem. Wait, where are those two at? Somewhere that way, huh? I think they're, yeah, they're buried underneath the water. So, very much not worth worrying about at this point. If you're just gonna stand there and take it, I am not ashamed of blasting you to distance. We have 17 left in this room. Come on. Good chunk of them are down here. Go. This may seem cheap, but it's very, very important to not just sit there and let everybody wail on you, if you can avoid it. Especially once you get a hold of Freedan. It actually is pretty possible to not take a whole lot of damage, just because you actually have a decent range attack. So let's see, let me think. Oh yes. You. You know, the first time I played this, I didn't think you could block those shots from the wizard. So I thought times like this were just, it was making me take extra damage. Yeah, I knew there was a way down into that little section. That leaves me with 5. And then there were 5. That's right there. And the only way to go in there is from the top level, from the level above. I can still smack that thing. and steal its dark point. I should be out of enemies down here. I believe this is where I got the Hope statue. Yes, it is. Okay, good. So now that we've done that, not a whole lot of reason to stick around on this section. No reason to go down there. Not anymore. So we should be able to navigate this. More importantly, we should be able to take this path. Since I am still uninjured, I see no need to go back to dark space. Although he wanted to change that very much for me. Get into this little section. Only 4 enemies left, and I can see 1. Okay, 2 enemies left around here. So we want to go up this slope, but don't quite have the speed. Let's click you just one. There we go. And up. I think the other 2 enemies are both. Yeah, both of those 2 are buried deep in the water that we just can't quite get to yet. Shame, really. We could use some power-ups. But, hey, we make do with what we've got. As little as that is sometimes. 12 enemies that are grouped up here. Let's see, that's 5 of them down. So, unless I'm mistaken, this can lead me down, but I don't want to go there quite yet. Let me go ahead and see what I can do about clearing this little bit out. Yeah, there's nothing that way yet. Watch out, because that can actually reach up there. And nothing we can do about that yet, still. Soon, though. Soon. So now comes a fun little timing puzzle. Step 1, however, is to clear out the enemy blocking the way. And realize that this place has like 6 enemies that we can't get to yet. And now, we want to get through there. The spikes don't move until you hit a switch. And then a few seconds later, the spikes will pop up. So, there's only one way to do this, and this may take me a try or two, but yeah. Didn't quite manage to run, return. Got it. Okay. now that we did that, what I need to do... Note that there's another crack in the wall here. Note that there's this thing that's going to be annoying. Steal his soul, his dark orb. Come on, get over here. Fine. 15 enemies in this area. Good times. There we go. And that just released the statue. Wonder if that'll be important. Nah. Door down there. That's still flooded. Leaves us 3, and I'm pretty sure... Ooh, that's close. Still got tagged. 2 enemies, and I'm pretty sure they're both in the water. This leads us to Dark Space number 2. Why was this our goal? Well, besides being able to heal, we get advice. We get advice in the form of what our new power is. It's called the Psycho Slider. We are able to pass through narrow corridors. And this doesn't mean narrow in the, well, you have to turn sideways and go sideways. No, this means like low corridors. Like all those cracks we've been seeing, you know, above the bottom of the floor. Yeah, now we can get through them. Let's go ahead and save. Continue. Unfortunately, this does mean we are going to have to be Will and not Freedan. So I hope you've enjoyed Freedan, because he's not going to be returning for a good long while in this dungeon. See? Nifty. So yeah, when you're running, you just hit attack, and he's going to stick out his foot and do a, you know, slide right into a catcher or something. So anyway, slide. And he is invincible while he slides. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that as long as he's in that sliding animation, nothing's actually going to hurt him. And he's able to get through most things. So it's definitely a very good skill to have. And on that note, I'm taking a break. When we return, we take advantage of his little baseball slide to be able to get, say, more dungeon explored, because of all the cracks in the walls that are scattered like everywhere. But that will be for next time. So until then, take care, folks. See you later.